My name is Evan Parker Look. I've been playing hockey for about 20 years now. And one of the coolest things that I think in my experience was Major Junior. So I played for a prep school in Vaughan, Ontario called the Hill Academy. And at the Hill Academy, I was very exposed to a lot of great hockey players, a lot of great teammates I met, including Mitch Marner, Devon Shore. They all play in the NHL currently.
Here's a break, 2-on-1. Marner across, can't hit too deep. Marner scores, and they do have their first shorthanded goal of the year.
So it was a really cool experience for me. And then one of the greatest things that happened to me was I was actually drafted into the Northern Ontario Junior Hockey League right from the Hill Academy. So after I was drafted, I was set on the team called the Elliott Lake Wildcats, which is, I think it's about 2 hours north of Sudbury. Yeah, 2 hours north of Sudbury. And it's a really remote town in the middle of nowhere. I knew nothing about the town when I first came there. And yeah, it was a really weird experience. And I took my suitcase and I showed up, and there was a billet family there as well. He was actually the head manager for the team, so it was a really good bond, I would say. His name was Howie. My game day routine was really simple.
I'm at Tim Hortons. Tim Hortons was the best pre-game meal. Every single time I went here, I would always get small dark roast black coffee, as I was mentioning, and 2 breakfast sandwiches usually. So I'm gonna go in there and we're gonna see what's popping. Can I do a 4-cheese bagel, please? Toasted with butter.
4-cheese bagel?
Yep, and then a small dark roast black, please. There we go. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Yeah, I used to come here for every game, and I would always get, if you look on the menu over there, I would get the bacon, egg and cheese biscuit, and it was my favorite. So, but I'm getting something a little bit different today, so kind of switching it up. But yeah, this was my spot. This is how I kind of got into the game before I played the game. So yeah. Anyways, let's exit here. Excuse me. I would say like the experience is almost as if you're playing on a. It's like being on a pro hockey team, but it's not in a sense, because you're all still like amateurs, but you're playing at a very high level for them to like look at you to go into the pros. But junior hockey was just a riot. It was just so fun. It was just a riot. We always like were doing something with the boys. We were always like playing hockey. We were always, we'd go out to a bar together. We were like a giant family and a giant collective. And I think anybody that gets the opportunity to play juniors should probably take it, even if it's not the highest level. It's such a fun experience. It's just, for me at least, if I could go back in time and think about it, those are probably some of the best years of my life, was being in junior hockey. Like, all I had to do was play hockey. It wasn't that big of a deal. This is one of my favorite places, before a game especially. This is where I would nap. This is actually my teddy bear. His name's Wuzzy. He's a good guy. So basically what I will do is I'll kind of go through my closet just to see what, this is unorganized right now, just to see what suit that I want to wear before the game. I have a lot of different suits. So I have this blazer, I have Hugo Boss, I have lots of, and then the ladies' clothes are there, Polo Ralph Lauren. I got lots of cool, I would say I got lots of cool suits and everything, because we always have to wear them before a game, so it's one of those big things that I pride myself on, is my style. And I got my ties in here as well. And one thing that I'll do is, one of my biggest things that I do is before each game, I'll lay out my suit actually right here in my bed. And depending on how I did the game before, it will depend on what tie I actually wear, because if I had a good game, then I get to wear the pink tie. If I didn't have a good game, then I don't get to wear the pink tie. So after we just have the morning skate, and I just come back here and I have a coffee, I do chores around the house, I watch highlights of whatever game I played last night or anything that I can improve. And then sometimes what I'll do is, like, whatever I'm cooking, so if you come in here, I keep my fridge pretty, for the most part, it's pretty much the same diet. So I have sweet potatoes, I have, nice grass-fed beef. What else do I have? I have some wild boar sausage, some organic butternut squash, just to keep it simple. But yeah, no, my diet is, it's pretty clean for the most part. I don't really, I don't eat out too much.
I eat a lot of fresh vegetables. I have salad, potatoes, kind of stuff like that. Oat milk. I don't drink dairy for the most part. I kind of stay away from dairy. Yeah, so my diet is like that. But going back to this, so now I'll usually have my protein pulled, everything, and then I just start doing my dishes and anything I can kind of catch up on chores. That's the thing is what makes hockey special, especially for me, is the relationships, the dedication, the hard work. And that's why I love hockey, especially in juniors. It's the greatest experience. And I think anybody that can do that in life, to go have the opportunity to play junior, you won't regret it, because you're going to make some of your best friends along the way. So.